I said 2.
I said
Speed
fight.
it up.
Like $50 bill.
Fight.
Data. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
What?
Go. Welcome to Talking Beards, everyone. We're getting ready for the World Beard and Mustache Championships 2023. They're going to be in Germany this year. And we have a super awesome guest who is up in the middle of the night, all the way from Germany right now, Christian Feicht, live on Talking Beards. So make sure you guys are tuning in. If you guys have any questions, make sure you pop into the chat room on either YouTube or Facebook and join the fun. So let's get the show rocking and rolling.
Let's get going. What's up, everybody, in Talking Beards world? Tonight, we have a very special guest coming in all the way from Germany. It's 3 a.m. over there, so, yeah, this is going to be an amazing episode, and I am Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you for watching. This is episode number 216 of the live show. This is episode number 294 of the podcast. 6 episodes away, Scott Sikora. My gosh, this is amazing. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. We got lots of people in here already from all over the United States, so far as I can tell. And I'm sure there's plenty of people watching all over the world tonight because we have a worldly guest with us tonight. So
I know this is definitely the furthest guest we've ever had on live. We've had a couple England people on, and we've had some people pop in the chat from Australia several times, but we've never had a live guest, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm excited.
Kyle Waller took a nap today so he could stay up this late with us.
Thank you for taking a nap, Kyle Waller. We appreciate you.
So everyone, welcome to
going to Worlds. Look at this, Chris Hall and Felipe.
Yeah, see, look, we got Miami, Florida in the house. Why don't everyone put in the comments there where they're from, where they're watching this show from?
Yeah,
so we can kind of get a good. So our guests can find out like where everyone's checking in from. So Brad didn't take a nap.
I didn't take a nap either, Scott Sikora.
Oh, we got Eckert here. Wow, we have Sacramento, California. We have Colorado. We have Detroit. We have Austin, Texas, Minnesota, Omaha. My Lord,
all over the place. So we got a lot of people tuning in. We're gonna get to Christian pretty much right at the top of the show here. Usually we kind of banter for about 5-10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes sometimes, but we're gonna get right into it. But before we get right into it, during this episode, you already saw me kind of pop it up real quick. But let's see, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where'd it go, Scott? There it is.
Where did it go?
There it is. So if you would like to win an Honest Amish kit tonight, hashtag Worlds, and we'll do our thing at the end of the episode. So just keep that in mind. Hashtag Worlds to enter a chance to win Honest Amish kit tonight.
Yeah. And to just let everyone know too, just as we do at the beginning of every show, talkingbeards.com. You can watch the show live over there right now. It's live right at talkingbeards.com. So if you want to let everyone know about that, if you want to participate in the chat room and ask our guests some questions, you got to go to either our Talking Beards Facebook page or Talking Beards on YouTube. Join the chat, ask questions. We'll try to pop them in there and get the answers that you all seek about this. But also, we want you to remember too to go over to honestamish.com and if you decide that, thank you. If you decide that you want to order some really great products, make sure you use the promo code Talking Beards to get 15% off your order. Free shipping in the continental United States for orders over $35. And last but not least, if you have a event coming up, it doesn't need to be strictly a beard or mustache competition. It could be like if you're doing a get together with your beard club or something, let us know on thebeardcalendar.com. There's a submission button in the bottom right corner. You can enter your information and we'll get it up there as soon as possible. So
there you go. So this is a hard hitting question from and I've always wondered this one. When's it going to change? So Jason Safer said, I didn't use the hashtag. I used the pound symbol. So they still refer to it as the pound symbol on the phone. When are they just going to stop calling it that?
I don't know.
Just go with hashtag. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was wondering. Thank you.
Look at that.
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so let's get into this. So there's a bunch of people watching the show tonight. Everybody get your questions ready because I know everybody that's traveling to Germany in a few weeks, you've probably got 1,000 questions, and Christian is going to be here to answer all 1,000 questions, and he is excited to answer them all. So here we go. So live from, we didn't ask where, but somewhere in Germany, we have Christian Feicht on the show, and yeah, we're just going to talk about Worlds. So here we go. How you doing, my friend?
Hello. Good morning.
Good. Yeah. Good morning. How's your day going so far?
So far, pretty good. The Wi-Fi seems pretty stable. So yeah.
So have you been to sleep yet, or are you still up from the day?
No, I just got a bunch of sleep from I think 10 in the evening till about 1 in the morning or so. Yeah. So a little bit of sleep was necessary.
Yeah. Well, you're ready to go now, and yeah, we've got a bunch of questions for you. So
oof, we already have a lot of comments in German already popping up in the chat. That
people are trying to be funny. So yeah,
we don't know what it is. We don't know what it means.
Can you see that question?
Yep, I can see the question.
What does it say?
What's that say, and what's Andrew asking here?
As far as I would interpret it, it would be what kind of attractions are there in Germany or in our region?
There you
Disney
go.
World.
No, not quite. But Burghausen is famous for having the world's longest castle. That's for sure. It's about, I think, a 5-minute walk from the event venue away. So you can check out the castle if you want to. It's about, I think, 1 kilometer and 100 meters long. So yeah, that's the next big attraction.
Is that
I would say
this the castle right here?
Right on top of the hill. Yeah, every building on top of the hill is the castle.
Wow. And is it also true that whoever places under place 3 in each category is going to get thrown off that bridge into the river there? True or false?
Oh, false at the moment, but maybe something I would consider.
It seemed like a pretty good idea. He liked it.
Get a few beers in them and some good German beer and just be like, hey, go stand on the edge of this bridge here and look over the edge and then
just shove them off. If you don't get first, second, or third, you might get shoved off. So
yeah.
Have you ever walked the whole castle?
Yes, I have. I have walked the whole castle, all the stairs up and down and around and everything.
Wow. Does it have so like, is it just like, how old is it? How long has it been around?
Oh, that's a tough question. I would have to look that up, but I would guess probably more than 1,000 years.
Wow.
I would guess.
I was going to say more than 5 years, but we both would have been right.
Oh, that's for sure. That I can confirm.
It's definitely been there at least 5 years.
Brad says he's going to go and he's going to run through the halls.
There you go. So let's get into this thing. So you all are hosting Worlds. How big is your club, and how long have you been a part of this club and bearding?
So our club is right now at the moment at about 110 members.
That's awesome.
including active and, so to speak, inactive members. Inactive members are the ones who are just with us in the club without the desire to compete or something. So just for the company. So our wives, girlfriends, for example, children, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And what was the second part of the question again?
How long have you been in the beard world here?
Yeah. I started back in 2016 with the German championships at the time. I didn't know anything. I knew a couple of people who were famous back then and just tried it out myself. Went pretty well in full beard natural styled mustache. I got last in the category, questioning if I was made for that. And I met the people from the club. And about a month later, there was a small competition in Bavaria where I tried the first time freestyle. I won the competition, and from that point on, I was hooked.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's what it took for me. Exactly the same thing. It was, went to a small competition, had no idea what I was doing, didn't know anything about anything, met some really great people that were in a club, won first place. And it was like, I've been on the run for the past like 12, 13 years doing it. So
yeah, that's great. That's kind of how it went for me as well.
I think that's a lot of people's story of how they got into it. It was just, they just happened to like stumble upon a local beard and mustache competition, and they go to it and they meet some great people, have a great experience, learn about the community and all the cool things that they do. And the next thing that becomes their lifestyle, which is really cool.
Yeah. I can confirm it.
All right. So we're just going to start knocking out this list of questions I told you earlier, and I'll tell everybody that's watching. So what we did over here today is just kind of asked a bunch of people in the United States, mostly, that we knew that were going to Worlds. We put out the question. We're like, hey, we have an opportunity to ask the man himself questions, and everybody had tons of questions. So I probably won't get to everything, but we'll just ask a few of them here. So one of the top ones was, what kind of event merchandise can we expect at Worlds?
Yeah, are you guys gonna have like t-shirts, patches, stickers? Like, do you guys have anything lined up for this?
So merchandise specifically for the World Beard Moustache Championships with the design logo, etc., etc. It will be a little bit few of them. We're planning on doing stickers. We're trying to get, I don't know what it's called in English, the things you put on your head, needles, like something.
Like a pin?
Refrigerator.
Yeah, like a pin. That was the word I was
there it is.
searching. But every competitor who's registered, who will be part of the competition, is getting a goodie bag from our main sponsor, the Blackbeards, not just with their products, but from all over Germany, from beard companies or the German-speaking regions, as I speak. So yeah, that will be available for every competitor. And we're still planning on what is possible within our budget and so on, to even maybe stretch it out a little bit from the merchandising standpoint.
So you already brought up Blackbeards. Are they going to be your only vendor at Worlds, or will you have several vendors?
We have them as our main sponsor. That's the one thing, because they're greatly supported us throughout and still supporting us, like I said. But they're not the only ones. The other ones who are supporting us, our sponsors, taking a little lesser role, so to speak. For example, the city of Burghausen is a sponsor in that kind of form. If we should have made mistakes in our calculation financially, they would take over the deficit, they said. Wow. So we have pretty good planning security from that point on. That's a sponsor that's helping us. Our premium video partner, which is a video organization here from the region, who are helping us out tremendously with the documentation, with the hosting of the competition on stage. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And like a bunch of minor supporters who, they're donating us money to do something with it. Mostly regional businesses. Yeah.
Nice.
So with this company that you have that's coming in to do the videoing stuff, is that going to be broadcast anywhere? Are you guys doing a live stream? Is there so us people in the United States who aren't going like myself, am I able to watch it live streaming on the internet, or is there going to be a video after the event?
Yeah, the premium partner from the video, like I mentioned, will be putting out videos from each day, from all 3 days on their platform. And concerning the live stream, we are just working out the details with another company who will take over the live streaming. And they are, I think, will be streaming about Vimeo, the platform, if I remember it correctly. Yeah. So we're still working with them with the details, how the live stream should go and so on. So there will be a live stream, and once all the planning is done, we will promote that platform and how to get to it and so on.
Yeah, and then once we find out what it is, we'll also share that link with everyone, and additionally, we'll try to spread their stream out as much as possible, so as many people can be watching, from our audience and stuff like that, and all over the United States. So at least the people like myself, like I said, who can't be there, can at least enjoy watching what's going on and experiencing it and watching our friends compete and everything like that. So that's really cool. That's a good asset to have, and especially if they're going to be making videos and stuff that, you guys release after the event, it'll be great promotion for not only your club, for the town. It's a good thing to have in your back pocket. So that's really cool.
Yeah. And they will be working, our premium video partners, pretty much 3 days straight. They will film the event, go back home, start editing and cutting, and be there the next day to film the next day.
Nice.
So there will be pretty, a lot of work for them.
So here's a real good question coming in from the comments. Is this going to be helping a charity in Germany? This event?
Yeah, the charity, we will donate all our profit that we will make from the competition, from the event, will be going to let me think about how to say it in English, an organization from the German Red Cross, who are helping children with cancer and their families, or families who are affected by children who have or had cancers. And they're doing a really great job over here, taking trips with them, helping families who lost a child due to cancer. So that will be the organization we're donating the money to.
Nice. And we'll find out a link for that as well, and we'll make sure that we put that in the show notes for this show when it comes up on YouTube and stuff like that. So if anyone's interested, they can research a little bit more into it and make a donation on their own if they can't go to the event as well. So that's really cool. How did you guys hook up with them?
I mean, they're pretty known around here in the region because of their work, and I would say almost every third to fourth event around here who has a charitable background donates to them, because there solely exists of donations. So they get no funding, etc., from the state or from someone else. They're solely relied on the donations that they get to do the work they do.
Have you worked with them in the past?
No, not really, because I moved here in this region about when COVID started in 2020. That was pretty hectic, and so I didn't know them that long ago. But like I said, I went to a few events and found out afterwards that the events were donating the money to them, and so I read myself into that on their website and thought this might be a good idea.
Nice. Well, another question that we got on the list from today is, what kind of food will be at the venue?
Food? Do you mean which kind of companies?
Well, I mean, just will we be able to buy food at
food? Food. Yeah. Food. There will be food at the event. This is something that's also still in the, so to speak, planning phase. We have a bunch of interested food trucks who want to come. We have a bunch of interested caterers, and so we try to figure out what type of food complements the other one. We have options for vegetarians or even vegans, and the ones who more carnivores, I think that's the word. So we're just trying to figure out what complements each other food-wise.
And the second part to that, will we be able to bring in our own food with us?
Own food is okay. That's no problem. The problem, so to speak, would be with own drinks. You know, concerning even the Stadtsaal, where the competition will take place. It's a building with multiple layers, stockings, and the main hall, the Stadtsaal. It's an old building with an old wooden floor. So the only caveat to drinks is that you can't take a drink with you inside of the main hall. You can buy drinks at the venue, that's no problem, but you either have to drink them outside of the main hall or let it stay there, however you want to do it. And inside the main hall, there's absolutely no drinking options because of the old wooden floor.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to get a bunch of, beer or water or whatever all over that incredibly old floor. So that makes sense. So you talked about the layout of the venue already. Will you be able to post any pictures of like a drawing or anything of the layout of the venue, like where the stage and seats and stuff are going to be, so someone, people have an idea what it's going to look like when they get there?
I'm pretty sure I can do it. I have to contact the officials of the venue to send me pictures, but there are also pictures. If you search on Google, Stadtsaal Burghausen, there are photos and pictures of it empty with only stage and how the layout is looking, and also from past events. So this venue is pretty much booked out every weekend, especially at that time of the year. So we're very happy to got a slot between the other events that are taking place right now. And like I said, if you're searching with Google Pictures, you're able to find pictures.
Are there dressing rooms for people to get ready in?
Yeah, there are a bunch of so to speak artist cabins, backstage cabins, however you want to call it. The cool thing is in every cabin you have about a place for 4 to 5 people or competitors who want to get ready. There are mirrors, lighting, all you need to get ready. And also there will be monitors in these dressing rooms or standing rooms where you can see what's going on stage and how long it takes for you when your category will be on. So you always know what the actual stage of the competition is, even once you're in the dressing room and getting ready for competition.
I like that. All right. You good, Scott?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to find pictures of the venue so I can show everyone.
Gotcha. Sounds good. So, yeah, so we've got dressing room. So, pre-judging, where will the pre-judging be held?
And pre-judging will also be held at the venue in the building on the basement floor, or on the first floor, so to speak. There will be a separate room set up for this with let me guess, with 3 stations set up. One's for the women and the mustaches, one for the partial beards, and one for the full beards. Once you get past that 3-headed panel for each, you will have to register at our main technician to be set up in the system, so that we know who's registered for which category, and everything can be tabulated and calculated accordingly and on live time, so to speak. So if there would be any mistakes from the main judges at the competition, our system from our main technician is set up this way that he instantly gets, hey, there's something wrong with the scoring, and we can correct it in real time.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that a whole lot. That's gonna make it very professional feeling, that knowing that someone's double checking everybody's work.
Yeah, absolutely. The scoring will be shown on stage for every competitor, and the scoring will then immediately be calculated and tabulated within the system. Our main technician is sitting by the side of the stage, and as long as the category is over and done with, he will check, oh, is there something wrong? Is everything right? And till he says everything okay, everything all right, nobody is leaving the stage.
So you said when the judges score you, you're going to see your scores. So are they going to be holding up the scores?
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
They holding up the scores. It's no knock on the organizations or the judging from 2019 and Antwerpen. I think they made a great job, and I don't want to knock on them. But as you know, the scoring was closed at that competition, so you didn't see who scored actually, which judge scored accordingly, every competitor. And there were, in the aftermath, some confusions, because I think it was in the Imperial Partial Beard where they announced a 3rd place, and afterwards it came out that the then announced 4th place winner actually placed 3rd due to the scoring. So, and we want to minimize that or even eliminate some mistakes, as I can call it, right away, so that if you are one of the 3 finalists or at the podium, you're definitely gonna be there. So we want to make sure with the scoring system.
And that makes sense. It's worlds. You don't want any scoring mistakes. You don't want that, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
like I said, no knock on the guys in Antwerpen. They did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, accidents happen, and we just don't want accidents at this one. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
So you said the judges are going to show the scores immediately. When will the trophies be given? Will they be given out after each category, or will they be given out at the end of the night?
All right. We will have panels of about 5 to 6 categories who will be judged one after another, pretty much from a get-go. And
no, go ahead.
No, okay. And after these, like I said, 5 to 6 categories, we will announce the finalists, so the top 3 competitors. but without who is gonna make first, second, or third. Just who will be on the podium. And the actual trophy representation will take place after the last scoring. There will be a show act. On Saturday, it will be a band. For Friday, we're still working out if it's going to be another band or some special event. I can tell later on. And after this show event, we're gonna have the trophy representation. And to get the public more involved in this, we are planning on doing the trophy presentation outside of the building at the city center.
Okay,
so to speak. That's depending on the weather, because if it's raining, that doesn't make sense, and we're gonna make the trophy presentation inside, of course. But we want to have the public also as much involved as possible. And we thought it would be a great idea to make the trophy presentation for each category outside, if it's possible with the weather.
What's the weather like in general that time of year? Is it cold, warm, rainy, snowing, really sunny? Like what does everyone have to prepare for?
Yeah, in general, it is in June. It's very good weather. It's so it's the end of spring, start of summer, temperature-wise at least. So, but there can also be phases where there are rainy days, or in the evening it's gonna rain because it was too much humidity and so on. So we're hoping for the best, so that we have a sunny, shiny day, or 3 sunny, shiny days. That would be perfect. But can't tell. It should be, but we can get unlucky and maybe get a rainy day or so.
But it's definitely not going to snow.
No, definitely not.
No,
that would be an absolute surprise that we don't even consider be possible.
It would make for a very interesting event then, for sure.
So Scott, I'm surprised you didn't jump on that. He said that there's going to be a band on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised you didn't ask who the band was or have an idea who it could be.
You guys got Rammstein, I know it, but I'm not going to tell everyone, because I mean they're a German delight, I hear. But am I going to guess? Is it going to be your band? Because as I was doing research about you the other day, I was really digging deep and found some really cool stuff about you. You used to be in a band. You a bass player, right?
I used to be in bands and was a bass player because I was too bad at guitar.
Oh, that's why I was a drummer, because I was too bad of a singer.
Yeah, so you're not in Rammstein then?
No.
Dang. And they are not the band that's playing. And it's not David Hasselhoff, is it? David Hasselhoff?
David Hasselhoff would be great. Unfortunately, he is not.
All right.
I mean, I can make a couple phone calls. Maybe we can get David Hasselhoff for Friday night.
Andrew Matson.
I would take him.
I would take him. Sugar Ray.
Is he still really big in Germany?
I don't know in general, but to be honest, I won't say I didn't like David Hasselhoff. He just never really interested me till I met my now fiance. She's a big fan of him. She likes him. And we went to a concert back in 2019, I guess, or so, in Munich at the Olympia Hall. And I thought, wow, there are a lot of songs I know that I didn't know they were from David. And I mean, it was a good show. Had a lot of fun. And yeah, I think I wouldn't say I'm a David Hasselhoff fan, but I kind of sympathize with him.
You're a huge fan of the Hoff. We can tell.
We know.
You're trying to be modest and act like you're not, but I bet you take that gray shirt off and you got a David Hasselhoff T-shirt on right now.
Yeah, and I bet you he has like in his fiance and his bedroom, there's probably posters of
You've
David
got
Hasselhoff
David
on the wall.
Hasselhoff posters all over your house. I know you. So,
The Hoff.
trophies. Well, what are these trophies going to look like for this event?
Yeah. Trophies will be medals made from wood.
Okay.
They will have the shape of the logo of the World Beard Moustache Championships. You know, the beard silhouette with the mustache in German, with the Bavarian flag and the world flag in the beard. This will be the design. The bands for the medals will be in gold, silver, and bronze. So you can tell who's first, second, and third. And yeah, that's the general design. They are in production, should arrive in the next 2 weeks. And the overall prizes will be trophies made out of glass on a wooden sock. And they're a little bit simpler, I would say. It's the same beard silhouette as from the medals.
So like this right here?
Yeah, made out of glass, sitting on a wooden sock. That will be the trophies for the best in show for the women and the men.
Nice. Yeah, that should be easy to travel with. So that's nice.
Yeah, that was the thinking about it, to keep it pretty simple for people to take them with them in their suitcase and so on.
So you talked about the trophies. Were you in Antwerp? But you were, right? You were at Worlds in 19. So are we gonna get any fruit baskets like we got in Antwerp? Maybe some potatoes or something if we win.
I'm sorry, that is not in the plannings.
Did you get any of those famous Antwerp tomatoes while you were over there?
I have them. I think they were in the goodie bags, if I remember correctly.
They were. Everybody was really confused why we got tomatoes. They were good, but everybody was.
They were good. They were pretty good. But maybe it was. I think it was something different. So I thought it was a cool idea to not just get beard products and stickers, but to get tomatoes. It's something else.
So there's still time. You could put a potato in everybody's winter bag for sure.
We might, but nothing I can assure or be guaranteed of. We're working with a liquor store who is making some sort of unusual liquors.
Okay.
So, and spirits, and maybe we will include them in the goodie bags or to be available at the event, for example.
That's cool.
Let's see. We're going to get to the big question here in a couple minutes, but we're going to fill it with everything else. So, is there going to be an official event photographer at the event?
You mean the ones like in Antwerp where you get your official competitor picture?
Yes.
Yeah. They, the Blackbeards, our main sponsor, will take care of that. They will take a photograph with them who's making up a booth right next to their booth or incorporating in their booth. And there will be the opportunity to get an official picture for, the Worlds.
Let's see.
All right. Well, Aaron is looking up another question. We have a couple questions in the chat room that I can throw in here real quick.
All right.
The Bearded Piper writes, is this the first annual for the comp in Germany? So is this the first, or has there been Worlds in Germany before?
Yeah. As far as I know, this whole bearding thing, at least, let's say, semi-professional, started in Germany back in the early 90s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 95, yeah, that's possible. And I think the first 2 or 3 world championships have been in Germany. And then it took on to spread over Europe. In 97, I think the world championships were in Trondheim, if I remember correctly, or Sweden or something like that. I know back in 2001, the championships were in Schönberg in Germany. 2005 was Berlin. Then 2013 was in Leinverein in Stuttgart. Yeah, like Brian wrote in the comments.
Yes, there you go.
So, and our club has the honor to host already our second World Beard Moustache Championships back in 2015. We were also the host of the World Championships back in Austria in Leogang in 2015.
So this is your third time?
No, it's for the club. It's the second time we host. The second time we hosted back in 2015 in Leogang, Austria, like I said, and yeah, now we spontaneously got the bid for that one. A little bit unexpected, to be honest, but we're glad to have the chance.
There you go.
All right, Aaron, you got the next question for him? Because I know Shannon's
that was my next question right there, but go ahead.
Yep. So what about parking at the venue? Like, is there plenty of parking for everyone to drive their cars there?
Considering it is in the city center of Burghausen, at the Old Town, there are parking opportunities there, but nothing specifically exclusively for the venue itself. They don't have exclusive parkings only for that venue. We're still working on that with the city of Burghausen, what opportunities we would have to get as many parking opportunities as possible for the people who are traveling by car. But I think if you are not afraid of a little walk, let's say about 2-minute walk or so, there are plenty of parking opportunities in the area. So if we will get a small amount of parking opportunities, there will be a lot right around the corner where, like I said, you will have a 1 minute or 2 minute walk to the venue or so.
All right. So here's another side question that I know is not on Aaron's list, but this question just made me think.
You don't know my list.
Shut up. I do too know your list because you read it to me earlier, but this made me think of another question. But do you guys have like the ride share services like Uber or Lyft or anything over there?
I know there are Ubers in Germany. I personally don't use them a whole lot, to be honest, never.
Right.
So, but there are services like taxis or cabs, and buses and stuff like that. You can even go by train to Burghausen if you're that far away with your hotel, for example. So yeah, there are opportunities for transportation.
Or you can also reach out to someone who's a pilot and you can parachute in. There's just limitless options.
Hot air balloon.
That would be an epic entrance for the competition. And probably, I would say the judges that you should get extra points for that, for the entrance.
Aaron, there's a good idea.
I'm renting a helicopter and I'm going to parachute in. There you go. Andrew is going to fly me over in a helicopter. There we go. Thank you, Andrew.
And he's gonna fly, and then right as you jump out, he's gonna flip it over real quick.
No way. That would be mean. I would get chopped up, Scott. That's not going to work.
A chopped Aaron salad. Okay.
Back on track here. So Alan Eckert asks, is there a competitor count yet? Do you know how many competitors there are that's already registered?
Yeah. Let's take on the topic of registration a little bit deeper.
Okay.
The count at this current moment is 326 competitors.
Awesome.
Who are registered.
Okay.
Yeah, that's already a big success. And if you factor in the number of companions and spectators who were registered with these competitors, we are at about 620 people. Okay. The maximum capacity as of planned right now for the venue is about 600 people. So we're already slightly over the capacity of the venue. Therefore, we closed the registration for now for competitors as well as spectators. And we tried to move up the capacity with taking out a couple of seats. So if you're standing upright, the key of calculating how much people can go into the building rises up. So we're trying to get to a capacity level where we have the opportunity for people who hadn't have the chance or were just too late for registration, that we have at the door or day off signings possible as well for spectators as of competitors.
So will that just be the best way for spectators to get in, is just buy a ticket day of at the door?
That would be the best case scenario for a spectator who just wants to be there to witness the event. I can't guarantee how much places there will be, because, like I said, it depends on the capacity level of the venue, how much we can push the limit upwards, and so we also have to wait how the pre-judging is going, because the competitors, especially the ones who traveled very far, we don't want people coming over from, like I said, maybe Colorado or somewhere in the US, who had a long way to travel and aren't able to compete. So we firstly try to get them the opportunity to sign off at the day. And once pre-judging is done and competition registration ended, we can see, okay, we have that many people registered. How many places do we have left for, should say, the fixed spectators? So spectators who are able to get in on both days, Friday and Saturday. And then they will be able to get a spectator ticket at the door. For the ones who aren't that lucky, who don't get one of these spectator tickets, you know how it is. At this long of a beard competition, not every 650 people, I just say a number, will be at the venue at the same time. Some will go for a walk, something to eat, go back to hotel to get ready, get a nap in the hotel room or something. And so we will have people at the door who overlook how much we are at the level of the capacity, and will let in, for a certain amount of time at least, people who weren't able to buy a spectator ticket or to get registered, with the caveat, if once the registered people showing up and the capacity level gets really tight, that we say, okay, no more people get in, and even the ones who got in with some sort of card or something else, maybe we'll have to leave the venue till we have capacity opportunities again. If that's somewhat understandable, how we plan to do it.
You know, in my opinion, I think it's just going to be an influx of people in and out like all day, and it's probably you're probably not going to really run into a problem, because it'll be like, 20 people leave, 10 people come in, then 10 people leave, 20, it's just going to be an influx and outflux, and I mean, but kudos to you guys for filling that place up and having this. This is a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, and I know there was a lot of confusion with the spectator registrations on how it was originally planned. And there were a lot of discussions in the background with the VDB, our German federation, and also I wrote with Chad and Brian from the WBMA and how this should be handled. And now we came up with this solution that registration online is closed for good for now, at least, and we are seeing how much capacity space we can get for the event and make the opportunity for people who hadn't the chance to register for the competition to sign in on the day of competition.
Yeah, so, and of course, too, you're going to want to have like everyone there, like when you guys are outside passing awards out, because you're going to want to fill up that whole area, and and especially because that'll draw so much attention to like
That's going to draw a lot of attention when they're giving out awards in the middle of town. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah. The people of Burghausen in the region are very eager. I have a lot of friends and family members and people who ask me, how can you get me in? Can you get me a spectator ticket? And I have to tell them, sorry guys, we're at full capacity as of right now. I'm very sorry, I can't do anything, but I try to get the public as involved as much as I can. And like I said, this trophy presentation outside of the venue at the city center is one of the tools or ideas I have to get the public as much involved as possible.
So back to the tickets. Another question was, if I know we've kind of already talked about this, but if you get a competitor ticket for Friday, do you still need to buy a spectator ticket for Saturday, or does that competitor ticket get you in both days?
Yeah. And that's the very good news for everyone who is registered, either as competitor or a spectator. You don't have to buy another ticket. You don't have to pay an extra fee. So it is, if you're competing on Friday, for example, you will have to pay the fee of 30 euros for the competition, and that gets you in on both days. If you are registered as a spectator, you once pay 10 euros, you'll get in both days.
So with that being said, what is going to be the preferred method of payment day of? Would you all prefer cash or just credit?
At the venue, it will be only cash.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So so that's going to be just euros. They're not going to take American dollars or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So
just
everybody euros. Keep that in mind. So you need to get some euros and make sure that you have those readily available. What about when buying food inside the venue or the food trucks? Would that just be cash as well, or do you think those people would take cards?
I don't know for sure, but I would guess mainly cash. Okay. I guess there might be maybe one or two who will accept credit cards, but I don't want to guarantee it. So I would guess from personal experiences that it will be cash.
Okay. Here we go. So are there advance tickets online or only at the venue? Brad is coming. That's why he's asking that.
Okay. No, there won't be advance tickets online. Like I said, everyone who registered already on the online platform, you're in a list that I created, and it's making my life very miserable the last couple of months.
I can imagine.
But you're at that list if you're registered, and the list will be at the venue at the entrance, and there you will get either you're on the guest list as a spectator or a companion, and just need to pay the 10 euros and you're in. You get a wristband and good. And for the competitors, you get your card where you will be headed to the pre-judging. You get verified in your category, get registered in the system, pay your 30 euros, and you're good as well. You get your entrance wristband, and you're good to go.
So bring cash, pay at the door. That's it.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So we've got a few more on here. Your judges, are they going to be top secret? You going to announce the judges? How many do you have? Will they be rotating? You know, stuff. Let's learn about the judges. Whatever you can tell us.
Yeah, the judges will be a variety of people. They won't be published beforehand.
Okay.
And that's by choice because we're still working on the constellation of the judges, and there might be members of certain clubs as well. And we don't want anyone to think, oh, they have an advantage because that one is from our club and so on. So there will be barbers will be involved from the region, hairdressers, guys from our main sponsor will be involved. And like I said, we're already talking to people from different clubs, not only Germany, but also internationally from the US. I'm in contact with a possible judge. So, yeah, but there will be judges from beard clubs who are attending the event. And we don't want to get the impression of, that judge only scored high for their club members or so. So that way we keep them secret till the event. And like I said, that's by choice.
Makes sense. I mean, because you don't want people out here trying to pay off judges or anything before the event.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that's what Scott would be doing.
I try to pay him off with donuts. And speaking of donuts, is there a good donut place in and around the event, or are your guys' version of donuts pretzels?
I think pretzels would be a lot easier to get.
That's what I was thinking.
Donuts. I think there will be somewhere donuts available, but I solely only selling donuts or something like that. There was one a couple of months ago, but I think it's closed due to lack of interest, I guess.
Oh no!
And I can't remember a donut place, a solely donut place around Burghausen. No, sorry.
No donuts. Dang.
You gotta find them.
I'll look. Maybe I will find them.
Okay, good. Good, fine.
Oh my gosh, we got donuts. What? I think that's about it. Oh, here we go. So there was two more doors. They open at 10 o'clock Friday and Saturday, correct?
Yeah, 10 o'clock the doors will open for the registered competitors and spectators. And after pre-judging is done, and we know we have this much space left under the capacity, people will be able to buy spectator tickets at the door.
Perfect.
What about this one? Lodging. Is there lodging in town? And what's that? You know, is there hotels, places close to the venue? Or are you guys offering any type of like discounts, or did you partner up with a hotel in the area to get a deal for people coming in?
Those are probably all gone by now, right?
I tried to partner with some hotels. I don't know what was the problem, but the community was lacking, and the event was coming nearer and nearer. So at a certain point, I had to get out the online registration without having any partner of the hotels. But there are plenty of hotels in and around Burghausen. That's why I included the list of hotels in the region at the info PDF I was handing out online, so people can look for themselves. But unfortunately, we didn't get a partnership with the hotels around here.
Well, apparently you can go camping with Brad at the alpaca farm.
Yeah, there is an alpaca farm right around the corner, I would say. The bridge you referred earlier,
where people are getting thrown off of.
Yeah, the where the people are gonna get thrown off if they're that bridge. This is literally right around the corner of the venue, so it is about a 20-second walk, and you're on this bridge. If you cross the bridge, you're in Austria, and about, I think, another 3 to 4 or 5 minute walk, there's an alpaca farm where you can watch alpacas, pet them, something like that.
And apparently our guys from Detroit are camping out with the alpacas. That sounds like something that the guys from Detroit would do.
Yeah, that's a definite Detroit thing.
We're staying in a hotel, like normal.
Okay.
But Detroit, they're sleeping outside with the alpacas.
All right.
I mean, Jason Schaefer asked a question. Where did it go?
Right here.
He asked the original one. Yeah.
Okay. So his question is, if competing on Saturday, he means prejudge on Friday. So are you guys doing like a prejudging section, or is it like because usually what we're used to is the day before or whenever everyone comes in, they meet with the prejudges, they get measured, they get told, all right, this is the category you're supposed to be in. Is that happening on Friday, and people that are competing on Saturday, should they pre-register or prejudge on Friday?
Yep. No, they shouldn't. The prejudging will take place on Friday and Saturday for the categories of the day. So on Friday, it's mainly natural beards and beards with a little less styling time and effort, like the mustaches. And I think only the mustaches are really the styled categories on Friday, and the more styling effort time beards and mustaches will be on Saturday. So all the freestyle category is going to be on Saturday, and that is because of the best in show at the end of the competition. Because if I would have said, let's make freestyle categories on Friday as well, the winner of the freestyle categories then would have to style their beards 2 days in a row, possibly, or best case scenario, at the same quality they did the day before. And that is hard to do. I mean, I'm myself a freestyle competitor, and to style my beard 2 times in a row on 2 different days in the same quality as the day before is pretty hard. And so they would have a disadvantage as the best in show. And so we said, okay, all natural beards and beards with less styling effort on Friday, and all the freestyle categories or beards with more styling effort on Saturday.
So with the prejudging, so Alan's asking the question. So if he is in the freestyle category, does he need to be at the venue by 10 a.m. or when doors open, and that's when they'll do pre-register? Or
prejudging was what, from 10 to 12, right?
Yeah, from 10 to 12.
So you got to be there before 12, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are in a styled category, for example, on Saturday you are in full beard freestyle, which is the last category of the whole competition, at around, I would guess, 18 o'clock or 19 o'clock maybe. You can go to the prejudging, and if you are at your panel, you can have a spray can with you, spray one short amount of hairspray into your beard, then you're not natural anymore and qualified for the freestyle category.
And then they can leave and go get ready.
And then once they are in the system, registered in our system, then they can leave, go back to the hotel, or go backstage in the styling and dressing rooms and work on their beard.
All right. So basically what you're saying is you have to be there between 10 and 12, get pre-registered, or quote unquote pre-registered, and then you can go back and do whatever you need to do, and then show back up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But you have to be there between 10 and 12 to get prejudged and registered.
So what about the whiskerinas? Will they be required to be wearing their beard for prejudging, or will a picture of their beard be good enough for prejudging?
The whiskerinas
or holding it.
The whiskerinas will be required to have their beard with them. They don't necessarily have to wear it already on their face. It has to hold by itself. Either if it is with straps or glued or something like that, they have to have their beard with them, even in hand or already on their face. So that's their choice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
And they don't have to wear it if it's possible for them the whole time. It's totally okay for them only to take it on for on stage judging. That's totally fine. And they can take it off right after that. It would be great if they would, if possible, put it back on for trophy presentation. But also that's not necessarily required.
There you go. Man, this was you had a ton of great information. we greatly appreciate this. I'm
So
sure.
one
Go ahead.
last quick question, just because as you just did that, what's in your snifter there? What are you drinking?
This one.
Yes.
I'm a really big whiskey fan. In fact, whiskey is my go-to liquor. And since I'm at a podcast of America, I have a bourbon.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh, so good.
I think it's not the best bourbon, but I like it. And for, just drinking it beside a podcast seems like a good idea to me.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
appreciate that. That's from Kentucky, and that's where me and Natalie are from. We grew
Oh,
up
all right.
not very far from Maker's Mark, so that's pretty well.
I was aiming for the Woodford Reserve, but last second I changed it to Maker's Mark.
Woodford Reserve is my all-time favorite. Like Woodford's, well, I don't drink anymore, but Woodford Reserve was my go-to like whiskey. And gosh, I miss it. It's such a good taste.
Yeah, I'm more of a Scotch single malt type, but there's no bad whiskey for me, so I like every style: Irish, bourbon, single malt.
Oh,
Everything.
and then he asked another question earlier. What about
Alan?
like beers, like beer
yeah,
wise?
well-
like, are
well,
you
the beer-
guys
There you go.
having
Go
a
ahead.
specific type of beer at the event? Is it like
We have a partner brewery called Schönram. They are from the region here as well, about 30 kilometers away, I guess. And we will have a variety of beers. There will be, I think, 3 to 5 different types of beers available. Also, non-alcoholic Coca-Cola mixes, juices, water, etc., all from the same brewery. That's why we partnered with them. They also have won prizes worldwide for their beer, so they seemed the right choice for that.
And this is going to be my last question, and I'm not going to ask any more. Are there any good coffee shops in the area near the venue? Last question.
Coffee shops. Do you mean the ones that you can
Real coffee.
find in Amsterdam, or
Yeah. The real
Okay.
kind, like coffee?
coffee? There are a bunch of shops or venues where they offer different kinds of coffee and breakfast, for example. So solely coffee only shops, a little less, but there are a lot of bakeries, I would say it, where you can also get breakfast, get different kinds of coffee, something like that. Yes.
All right. Well, you intrigued me, and I lied. I have one more question. So, what's the weed law look like over there? You brought up the Amsterdam coffee shops. So, what's that look like over there?
To be totally honest, it was something in the news that the legal amount of cannabis or something like that, or marijuana, will be raised up, but I don't remember if the law is passed already or if it's still in the planning phase or something like that. So I can't tell you an exact number.
That's fine.
that.
I was just curious. You brought up the coffee shop in Amsterdam thing, so it kind of made me think about it. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to wonder that same question. So Burghausen is not the new Amsterdam, for sure.
Nope, definitely not.
My gosh. Well, I'm sure we could just keep you on here forever and just keep firing away questions. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning where you are, and I'm sure you're ready to go back to bed. So, Christian,
now I'm awake.
He's up. He's been drinking.
We can go on if you want.
No, I mean, is there anything that you want everybody to know? Is there something that we didn't touch on that you think everybody should know about Burghausen or the event or anything in general?
Not in that kind of way. What I want to say to the people is, first of all, a big thank you for being so patient with all things that were going on, especially considering the registration form for spectators and so on, and in general, because we really had, compared to other events in the past, especially World Championships, very few time to get things going. We had about a little more than 1 year of time to plan everything. And we knew right away there would be some rough patches, and some things wouldn't go the way we planned out to be. And therefore, I'm very thankful for everyone for their patience and understanding of our situation. And we're still working on bringing you the best possible event that we can. And we all are very excited to have you here and looking forward to it.
I'm excited to go over there. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Man. Well, you got anything else, Scott Sakura?
I once again, like you said, we could probably talk the rest of the night, but I don't want to keep them any longer than we have, and we're already over a little bit. So, but we greatly appreciate. We greatly appreciate you coming on here and talking about the 2023 World Beard and Mustache Championship. We appreciate the fact that you stayed up this late to be with me and this dork over here. But I wish you the best of luck, most success, and I hope the event is like the biggest and the best one that's ever occurred in the history of worlds. And I congratulate you guys on putting this all together. And as you say, such a short period of time. It sounds like it's going to be a great event, and my apologies for not being able to attend, but I would have loved to have come. And like I said, I wish you the best of luck, and I thank you for being here tonight.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on, Christian. And I forgot to show this to everybody in the world. We didn't get to talk about this, but yeah, everybody, there'll be live streams of it and everything. So check out the World Beard and Mustache Championships 2023, June 9th through the 11th. And if you're over there in Germany, come stop by, and hopefully there'll be a spectator ticket for you. Thank you, Christian. We appreciate it. Have a great night, buddy.
See you later.
Take care. You too.
Man, that was a lot of information. That was awesome.
So as I was thinking, as we were talking about the live stream, so what I may try to do is, since I'll be back here in the United States, what I can do is,
if you can grab the live stream,
and we can restream it on Talking Beards. We can get it up on our website. We can get it through all of our social media. So not only, it'll just make it a lot easier for everyone to find, and then hopefully get out to a bigger audience. So I'll try to make sure that I take that responsibility upon myself to restream all that stuff that weekend. So everyone
and I'll do my best to go live a few times and stuff like that, like we did last time. I don't know if I'm gonna take a mic and do all that during the parade, but that was a lot of fun. So we might do it. I'll pack some stuff, but
you and Shannon can get together again.
Yeah. And we can steal Brian's camera and run off with it. That was a lot of fun, but I'm just excited to be over there. I'm extremely nervous about everything, but
that would have been another good question. Let's bring them back in real quick.
Hold on, Christian. We got one more apparently.
So
yeah, I'm here.
Last Worlds, there was a parade.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing one too?
Yeah, we're planning to. I mean, it makes no sense if the weather is that bad. It's raining all day to make a parade with all the bearded people. No one's gonna have fun. No one's gonna show up. So, but it is planned for Sunday. The original time is at 13:30, so around midday. It might be pushed back due to the biennial meeting of the WBMA. So it might be maybe at 14 o'clock or so, but around that time. And it won't be that long as it was in Antwerp. In Antwerp, we were walking
for a couple
for
hours.
ages.
Like,
Yeah, 4 hours. It will be, I think, at the most, it will be a parade that will take about 45, at maximum 60 minutes. It will be no far distance, and maybe half a kilometer or so. So about 500 to 800 meters, I guess.
In miles, that's 800.
All right. So through the old town, where there are Burghausen is also famous for having a jazz festival, and all the jazz legends and greats from the past of the 60s and 70s and so on, they were all in Burghausen. And in the old town, there is a walk where, like the Walk of Fame, I think it's called in America, in Hollywood. There are bronze plaques at the bottom with the sightings of these jazz legends, and we're gonna walk right through them.
very cool.
All right, one last thing. Can you say talking beards in German?
Okay. Talking beards, if we take it word for word, would be sprechende Bärte.
That's what I told Aaron. He didn't believe me. Sprechende Bearden.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, as I said already, thank you very much. You made me feel pretty good about coming over there now. I feel like I learned a lot, and I'm not alone. So
Yeah.
thank you. You eased a lot of minds. A lot of people were very worried about tickets, and I think you answered all the questions, and this is going to go amazing, and I cannot wait to be over there.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we definitely can't wait to share this information with more people. So in the next few days, this whole interview will be up on YouTube and a YouTube video. We'll share it amongst as many people as we can so they can get all the information directly from the horse's mouth, which is always the best place.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Christian.
All right. Thank you again.
Yep.
Bye. All right. Let's get out of here before we come up with more questions. Uh-oh. Go ahead. Oh gosh, we did this giveaway.
Get this in one last time. So everyone, get in #worlds right now. We're going to do a drawing for an Honest Amish beard kit.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you and I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you everything that's in the kit. I don't have one physically sitting right here. I forgot to get one. So
yeah, so Honest Amish, go to honestamish.com. Don't forget to use promo code Talking Beards. You'll get 15% off your order. So Aaron, do us the pleasure of spinning to see who the lucky winner is.
I will when I can get it back.
Oh my God.
I know. I hit a button and it disappeared.
See, look, everyone's jumping in right now, man.
All right, good.
Get in.
Go. Jump in. All right, we got 29 in there. We ready? Let's go. We're drawing.
Hopefully it's me.
I hope it's you too, buddy.
Dude, that'll be great.
Oh. Daniel Holler. I didn't even see Daniel comment.
Yeah, I didn't even see him in there. Oh, he's right here. He just did it.
Congratulations, Daniel Hollerland.
Who just did it less than 1 minute ago. Look at that. Everyone can be a winner.
Well, there you go, buddy. I have your contact information, and I will be getting you a Honest Amish prize pack sent out to you very, very soon. Shane said it was rigged. Andrew said it was rigged. I don't know.
See, and Daniel said he just made it.
Well, thank you for making it, Daniel. And man, thank you everybody for watching tonight. This was a good episode. This was one of our best, I think. And we had a ton of people in here, and that was good to see. So yeah, everybody, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And yeah, we're going to Worlds in a few weeks. So this whole episode taught everybody everything there was to know. So I appreciated this episode more than you know. But yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I can vouch for Aaron because I know he said he's been having a little bit of anxiety about it, and just me personally, like kind of viewing everything that's been going on in social media about it. There's been a lot of people that have had a lot of questions, and hence why we did ask a lot of the questions that we asked tonight, because people wanted to make sure that, they're going to be traveling halfway around the world, that they're going to be able to, get in and either see their spouse or whoever, compete and stuff like that. So hopefully all the questions were answered tonight, and we greatly appreciate everyone for tuning in and asking the questions tonight. Scott's Corey, you can find me all over social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'm kind of there, but
you're there.
I'm there. But yeah, we want you guys to go over to talkingbeards.com. There you can watch this. This episode will be up right then and there as soon as it's done. It's right there for you to watch. But you can check out some of the other links on there. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on Facebook, and we greatly appreciate everyone and their support. And we'll get you some more great content about Worlds. Not only will we be, like we said, we'll try to restream everything as it's going on, but when it's done and over, we'll have someone on to talk about the whole event and everything, like Aaron. Maybe if he does do like he did last time and do a bunch of interviews, we can.
No, yeah, you're right.
We can. I'll spend the time editing it all together to make up a video or something we can post, and we can watch it on the show or something. But thank you, everyone, and especially thank you for staying past our time tonight. But we appreciate everyone. We thank everyone. TalkingBeards.com, and that's all we got for you tonight.
That's it. See y'all next week. Okay, bye.